What's going on, everybody? This is Sante back with the dark mode. It's been a while, but I'm back now. We are back with episode 7 of the dark mode. A lot has happened, but today's topic will be the death of Kevin Samuels. Yes, I know you've all heard about it, but that's the topic we're going to be discussing today. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Kevin Samuels, I've all heard of him. We've all heard of him. Has his critical opinions on relationships, on women, on men too, but mostly women. And from what I've been seeing, what I've been hearing, all I've been seeing is hate from, these different people talking about he was negative anyway, this and that. First off, I just want to address this. For the people that are getting on the internet and using this opportunity to make fun of Kevin Samuels or talk about him are just childish and lames. They're squares, every single one of them. You don't talk. First off, you don't talk about a man while he can't defend himself. That's not right to me. You don't. Every man has a right. Every person has a right to defend themselves, right? I just don't think it's fair that now that he's passed, I know you had these people out here, but it's not cool to make fun of a dead man. It's really not cool to make fun of a dead person, period. So this hate that he's getting now, I don't really understand where all of that's coming. Well, I know where it's all coming from. It's his critical opinions, and I'm here to say this also. It's just his way of telling people, this is his way of explaining stuff to people is the reason why people get mad. People want to preach, say what you what you want to say, get it off your chest. Freedom of speech, but then when somebody actually does it and follows through with it, it's a huge problem. And I don't really get that. I don't know where that's coming from, but we have finally got a man that said, I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to post my videos. I'm going to say what I want to say, and no one's going to tell me otherwise, that I can't do otherwise. And he's done it, and now people have a problem with him. People think that his critical opinions are tearing down the black woman. Let me tell you something. If the truth is tearing you down, maybe you need to change something. That's just like me doing something and somebody telling me, and that's just like me doing something and somebody telling me, someone tells me exactly what I'm doing, and I get mad at him for it and tell that person that they're tearing me down. If the truth is tearing you down, that's something should click in your brain. Maybe I should change. And some women don't change, And here's another thing. They say, I'm about to get into the thick of it now. They say all of this about Kevin Samuels makes relationships materialistic, or about materialistic things, about money, about this and that. I'm gonna say something. Kevin Samuels is only going by what today's standards for men are. I'm sorry. Today's standards for men is how much money you have, not how good you look, not how good you treat someone. Today's standards of men is whether they can take care of me, whether they have money or not. It's not about whether he treats me good, whether he opens the door for me, opens the car door for me, whether he opens the door for me when we walk into places, whether he treats me like a woman. It's about how much money that person has or how good he looks. But mostly because of how much money he has. Right? You could get the ugliest guy, but he can be the wealthiest dude, and I guarantee you he's going to get every woman. Right? And he can be the worst person in the world. He can be the worst person in the world, and I guarantee you he's going to get more women than a dude over here who treats women with respect but doesn't have that much money he's not gonna get the other man's gonna get the most women. It's just what it is. So Kevin Samuels was only going by, listen, how many relationships nowadays do you see that are solely based on how their partner treats them? It's rare you see stuff. It's rare you see couples like that, bro. And I'm tired of people thinking that we live in a world where that's how the world works. No. Kevin Samuels is only going by what today's standards are. And what today's standards are whoever has the most money is going to get the woman. It's simple as that. Whoever has the most money is going to get the woman. Right? So he ain't doing nothing but telling the truth. It's just people that don't want to hear it. And if you don't want to hear the truth, maybe you should change. It's just as simple as that. He ain't preaching negativity. If negativity is the truth, then like I said before, you need to change what you're doing then. There's no way the truth should be negative. And if it is, change it. Simple. It's not cool to make fun of a guy, of a dead man. It's not fun. It's not funny. You know, I see people getting, not only women, which is most of them, but you have men on here just talking down on them. This is a time not to, you know, make fun of a dead person. That's wrong to me. You don't do stuff like that. You don't go in on a dead man while he's not here to defend himself. So to Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's talking down on you right now, Judgment Day will come. Judgment Day will come. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing nothing but just telling the truth, telling them what it is. They didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear it. Tearing down the black race, tearing down the black woman, even though most of it is true. Most of it is true is what he was saying. No one wants to hear it, but I don't want to beat that dead horse. This was episode 7 of The Dark Mode. I want to thank you guys for watching. Leave your comments down below. Leave your comments down below. I'm probably not going to take another. It's been a rough, couple weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. I'm back now. So you leave your comments, leave your ideas down below, your topics, and I will get to them. So without further ado, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is Asante, out. Peace.